the corner too. Licky booze.
Right.
Okay.
You guys ever had a homeroom?
Mm-hmm.
The macaroni.
I just
plant?
had that.
Yeah, it's off the hook. It's
I
right.
had it on Oreo Cookie Day last Sunday.
Was it official Oreo cookie day?
It was official Oreo Cookie Day.
I didn't know that. I missed out.
I missed it.
Yeah, so I posted that shit.
Break out the milk.
Damn.
I even tagged Homeroom on Instagram, and they're like, "Thanks." See right here, Homeroom. They make those.
It's off the hook.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I have the bacon one.
I've had the trailer trash.
They got rid of the truffle one.
Trailer chest.
It was like Lay's and macaroni and cheese and like cut up hot dogs. It was hella good.
Yeah, they got rid of the mushroom truffle one. That one was dope.
Mushroom truffle.
But they got the spicy cauliflower, and that's hella good too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Slam Show pre-show that's going on. We're just doing mic checks, making sure everything is on point.
What's happening, everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 1
we
2.
won't be doing too much of a reveal as of yet. This is more like small talk and trying to see what types of delicatessens here DJ Stallion puts together on a weekly basis. And he is also a restaurant connoisseur, so he knows the best spots.
Oh, okay.
The best.
That's good to know.
Gotta hit him up for a recommendation.
Yeah, right.
Homeroom.
Yeah, right. Huh? There we go.
Homeroom's good. The place in Alameda, the Oak, Live Oak.
American Oak.
American Oak.
American
Yeah.
Oak is off the hook.
Yeah, dude, that steak.
Another good place in Alameda is Asina. I really like that.
I seen a hoe in Alameda one time.
It's a couple.
No, the American Oak though. That's the steak one. The T-bone one they got on the main menu. On point.
Just waving over to our executive producer, Michael Murphy, in the house.
What's up, Mike?
Thank you, sir. He just came back from Colombia. Having fun.
We can't forget Burma. Burma on Park Street.
What was that, Michael?
Oh yeah.
Burma's off the hook.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Shout out to Dragon Rouge.
Fantastic.
Oh, and, of course, the world
Yeah.
famous Dragon Rouge.
Have a good one.
Wasn't Flint's down over here?
Shout out to Juan's Place in Berkeley. What's
A
up,
little bit more
fam?
west.
Flint's?
Yeah.
They're still around.
The sign's still there. I seen it.
That shit's crazy when you
That
walk
was
in there.
San Pablo. On San Pablo.
Yeah. What about Mexicali Road?
Yeah. I think it's still there, right?
Yeah, right across from the police station.
Yeah.
That place is dope too.
The best restaurant in Oakland, though, I think, is Flora. It's hard to even get in there anymore, but it's amazing.
Joey knows his restaurant, so I got to give you that, dude. This man can eat.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I just like to eat.
I got an Instagram just for my food. I swear to God. It's the ones I cook, though. It's not those he. It's the ones I cook.
Oh, he's a cook, too. Okay.
Those are all the shit I cook right there.
Man, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this man definitely has skills. I like your bacon eggs here, dude. No, look at this. Jesus. Okay, what is this meal right here, my friend?
I'll tell you. Is that the Lebanese chicken?
Looks like Lebanese chicken.
It could be my adobo, though.
Yep. He has some of that in here, too. You have some amazing dishes here. Look at you with asparagus, just killing them.
Yeah, I made adobo for Sam one night. I brought it to the studio.
Ladies, this is a chef right here.
Huh?
There you go.
All the
my
Filipinos were in the house that night. You had, man, who was there? Some models.
Where?
So the studio is their place. I made adobo that night.
Oh, Alex.
Yes,
question:
sir.
What's your marital status?
I am married.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm married.
Just want to make sure.
Right.
So no Tinder jokes or anything.
Hey, dude, you do whatever kind of jokes you want to.
Shit.
Everyone's confident. Everyone's cool.
We used to old school. We used to take selfies with Polaroids.
Oh, bro.
We had those in the station all the time. The Polaroid cameras. We was like, sign the bottom. Here you go. That was it.
Damn.
I took the camera off my phone. I said, no pictures get me in trouble. Too many trips to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
The wife can break all my codes.
As well as
Really?
she should.
Yeah.
I give you some. She can never break. 'Cause you can do some words and shit. You know that, right?
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
No more 4 digits, dude. I give you a whole word.
Oh,
Let's
man.
do it like church word. No one would guess it.
No, I know. It's like 10, that's 10, like 10 letters.
You could do it. You could do it. You can change it over. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
She watched that video on YouTube though, how to hack iPhones. I bet it's like this, like you click, hit the pound, and do some shit, and then like no, you ask Siri a question, like the clock, what time it is, right?
Yeah.
And then the clock pops up. You click on the clock, and then you add a new location, and it's like slow mo. You type in slow mo or some weird shit, right? Then you add it to your contacts, and then you
I seen that.
add the contacts. You edit the photo in the contacts, and then it opens up your camera photos.
Really?
It goes to your camera photos,
Okay,
dude.
so my friend's like 10-year-old kid the other day was like showing me how he could like break into any iPhone pretty much.
That's
He's
probably
just
what he
doing it-
did.
Yeah. I mean, he might have been like 12. I don't know.
It's probably what he did, because then once you add the photo and you hit the button, then it goes to the home screen, then you can get on anything you want.
Great technology.
Yep.
4-8.
Is it?
I have 4-8, right? I'm on 4-8 at the pub, right? The night before. What's happening there?
we
So we
on?
can make
Let's
sure we
see.
pump it properly.
Oh, that's that with Jose.
Got to.
Yeah, that's you and Jose.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Thank you.
Both Michael and Prince got Barones on. In that, right there. Look.
They don't know what that is. Yeah, I have to explain it.
It's a Filipino dress shirt. You seen a Filipino? They just wear white, untucked. It's kind of see-through.
That's how it is.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Every time you go to a party or wedding and they all got it, they untuck it. It's kind of see-through.
That looks like my junior prom shirt.
Basically, that's almost what it is, but it's kind of like a,
Yeah.
it's like a meshy material. I think all the groomsmen
Thanks.
and everybody.
Simple, direct. It's not. The fonts are right.
Sanford got to give me some when he went to
Yeah.
Philippines.
Of course, it's approved by my man DJ Dave Paul.
Props out to Dave Paul.
Yeah, we got to give props to him.
Gotta give props a whole bunch. You better not leave anyone out that's donating their efforts for the.
Oh no. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that put the time and energy to these things, man. This one's a different one. The last one we did was we raised money for autism. Him and I. It was a great party, huh, Joe?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was a beautiful right on the estuary in Alameda. So I mean, it was outside. It looked really cool.
And you get to just dancing to Prince and Michael's music underneath the stars, man. And when you hear "Rock with You," it just seems just so right, you know.
That is real music.
And then we had a woman, a beautiful person named Yvette LaForce from Las Vegas, where while we were spinning, she was painting Prince originals of Prince and Michael, and donating those to Autism Speaks as well. Yeah, she is an amazing artist. Yeah,
Question: are you guys gonna do another DJ battle?
yeah.
Same one, like just second annual.
Second annual, but just a little bit more robust. But the first one was pretty well produced, I thought. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Is that the one where Lazy Boy won?
Yeah,
Yep, and I
Yeah.
predicted it. Remember?
yeah.
I said he's gonna win.
Did I tell you how? Yeah.
It was close. It was very close.
DJ Lou Short.
Yeah, Lou Short.
Yeah, and then Mighty Mike. They were all like, I say like 1 through 4 was pretty like,
Solid, yeah.
yeah.
He
And now with the S9, the features that you have on there, boy, they could go skyrocketing creativity.
Yeah.
No, their creativity was amazing, right, Joe? Oh, I just.
It was. I mean, Lazy Boy. It was kind of because his beginning set was a little rough, but then like when he came. No. But I mean, that's because we had to take the whole thing. Into,
No, it was rough. He wasn't used to some stuff.
We got the video.
His fingers were slipping off stuff. You're like,
I know.
But he came back real strong.
His like little freestyle, make him jump around. How many minutes did they get? Like 7 minutes.
Well, yeah, when it was time for that part.
Yeah, I mean, the songs he was playing and everything. The whole crowd was just reacting, and I think that's what really captivated everybody.
And he was theatrical.
Yeah, he danced, and made
and he had a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta be a showman.
He had cut out the beat junkies on it,
And it was a very, very close battle, and we could have, behind the scenes, said, let's let him go one more round. Let's let him do it again.
Yeah.
But I felt, and Lisa Churchward was right there with me when we were doing the tabulations. He beat Lou by 2 points, and I just said, you know what? He beat him though. So let's just be fair.
Yeah.
He beat him.
Yeah.
If it was like dead even, then it would, would have been on. But he beat him by 2 points, and I said, all right, let's just call it. Because it would not have set well with me if all of a sudden we put them back on and Lou took it, and I would have always known that score. I just would never sat with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You couldn't live with yourself.
No, I couldn't because he took it fair and square. Amongst all the rules that we set up in place, with the audience participation and everything, and God bless them. And some of the best, and the future is bright with all those DJs.
Yeah, it was a pretty all-star cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dope dude, Lazy Boy.
Oh yeah, he's come. How many times he's been on the show? Twice, right?
Yeah, how I met him was I was in Larkspur, and I went to Cheesecake Factory.
Once again,
a restaurant.
Yeah. So I was some girl, right? And then we're sitting there, and he was sitting like behind us with his girl. And all of a sudden, I don't know if you follow him on social media, but his Facebook, he always does some crazy, like, random shots.
yeah,
Like, it takes a picture of a dude on the beach or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he takes a picture, and I'm in the background, and he posts it, and then one of his friends knows me, Heather.
yes.
Heather texts him and goes, yo, that's Stallion. So he comes up to me and goes, hey, you're Stallion, right? I go, yeah. And he goes, what's up? I'm DJ Lazy Boy. I'm, oh, what's up, man? And he goes, oh, here's my card. So then he gave me the card, and then I went home and I added him on Facebook, saw all his stuff about, his illness and stuff. And then at that time, he was just starting his GoFundMe's and everything. And then that's when I hit up Sam. I'm like, yo, you got to get this cat on the show, because I saw some of his clips were dope. This was like 3 years ago. And he's dope. Finally, he came out. He had to get it. Got a ride out. We set up the stuff for him, and he killed it. And then he came back again after he won.
Yep. Yeah. And that little custom mixer, that was dope.
That was a little plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
The rain one.
How'd you guys make that?
I didn't make it. We got to give props to. Hold on a second.
Was it Jared 12-inch skins? No.
No.
That's why we have the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, to prep up. Yeah. We have about a good 15 minutes left before we actually start the broadcast.
His logo is like embedded in my head right now.
Where's he from?
It's from back south. Hold on a second.
It wasn't Dennis, right? Shaw?
No. It wasn't Dennis Shaw. Dennis Shaw is from Virtual. Hold on.
You just want to make sure.
Yeah, because the first time we had Lazy, that's when he won the DMC.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming off that weekend when he came in like in second or something like that. And then right out of the church ward, we had him on again.
Yeah, I'm gonna text him real quick.
Who, Lazy or?
No, the gentleman that made
the gentleman that made
faceplate.
The thing is,
a picture of it probably has his name on it. Right?
It has his name on it, but also he does personalization for a lot of DJs all over the world. Turntables, mixers. And once we all say his name, we're all gonna freak out. Hold on.
I'll go find the picture right now with the Lazy Boy holding it up.
Hold on.
Let's see.
And the guy is so cool.
DJ Babu.
No, that's not who made it, but I loved Babu.
Let's see. SoCal DJs.
The DJ plaque.
DJ Humpty Vision.
You won. No. But props to Humpty Vision.
Yes, we're just gonna go down the list, and it's all props, ladies and gentlemen. It's not random made up names.
There were so many people involved in that battle.
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, you had props out to Davey D. He was in the house.
Yeah,
He was the host.
a
He did
great
an amazing
host.
job.
Davey
Mhm.
D.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Did he have his hat on? His yellow bike hat?
it was a green one.
Okay.
That never changes.
It might
It's,
have-
it's
it
just
might
like
have been beige.
Oh, beige.
it's just like Sway. They're always gonna have that look.
Oh,
Right here.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
look, look.
Props to Sway too, coming out for Super Bowl weekend.
That's right.
So
That
Lazy
was
Boy
awesome.
takes this thing everywhere.
Yeah. That's after he won.
Here it is. God bless. Thank you, Lazy Boy. It's Jesse Dean.
Jesse Dean.
Jesse Dean has made that plaque, and he's made so many other amazing, unique turntables for people.
So when you say unique, does he like?
Customize them. He does customization
Okay.
of
Okay.
turntables and mixers
So you bring your
and
just-
tools that you may need, like for instance, I want to say one that I have in mind, but I can't. But he can do it. Themed. That's him here at the show, right?
No,
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
on the show,
at
but I
the
made
other
him go
location.
backwards. He's facing the wrong way, see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Come on, you have to do that.
You
on the
guys are
next
missing
set.
that at home. It was amazing.
Yeah. No, they saw it on the air when we did it, but I said next time you do a battle, you gotta need to go up behind the turntables.
And actually, they could watch that replay. It's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So
And he did it from behind. I go hit it from behind, so you walked up from behind. You know, if you're facing the DJ, but you walk him. And he
That
did it
sounds
the other way.
nasty, dude.
So it's
Hit it
like
from behind.
doing it from the backwards, which is a lot harder now.
Hit it from the backwards.
He hit it from the back.
Lazy boy.
Lazy Boy says
Lazy
hello
boy
to
ain't that
everybody.
lazy.
Yeah, that's true. He is not lazy.
Is he watching the show? Tell him like it's the whole pre-show's about Lazy Boy. it's a Lazy Boy pre-show here on the Slam Show.
We need the little sound, the lazy boy.
That's right. Oh, we could pull it up. Have Lazy Boy send Text Stallion your Lazy Boy drop, and we'll put it on the mic
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have about 10 more minutes left on the pre-show before we kick off this incredible DJ-friendly episode of the Slam Show. And we got all kinds of designer shirts, man. We got the Beastie Boys going on there. And what was that? Lucky 13. We
Yes.
got Stallion repping the Bay. And I have Garfield DJing. Is that funny or what?
Cool. Where's the lasagna?
And
Well, what's lasagna and Garfield have to do with anything?
I love. No, where's Odie? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I love lasagna too.
So did Garfield.
good
That's
old
all he
Garfield.
did.
Damn, whose stomach was that?
No, I just put this thing right here.
Oh, it sounded like a little stomach thing. Stomach squeal.
Some of the giggies. Just kidding.
Some of Tanner's.
Tanner gave it the dick stir. I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Sam, I have to say, I didn't chance to see you spin before, and that night when I went to the Church Ward pub to check you out, you were flawless, man. It was really nice to hear and see that.
Well,
I really liked it.
It wasn't actually the first time you see me spin because I have a story to tell you.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to be like, you're the guy.
Uh-oh.
And this goes way back. Way, way back.
Where?
Too time.
You gonna save it?
I'm going to save it for the broadcast because it's a very sincere, real story.
Okay.
And I'm not really ashamed to say the whole story idea of it because it shows that no matter what happens, as long as you continue to work hard, you're always going to hit your dreams and make it happen.
I heard
So
that's
this is
true.
this is going to be a good one. And I want total surprise response to it, like, oh shit,
Damn, Lazy Boy broke his laptop.
what?
Yeah, he
Doing
just-
what?
I don't know. He just texted me he broke his laptop. Probably, maybe
That's
How
not
ca-
good.
How?
you know how when people break records and shit after the routines?
So yeah,
Nah, I'm just kidding. You didn't do that. Like a
Over the
guitar
knee.
and shit. You know, like that'd be expensive routine. You better
It's
win.
$2,000 routine right there.
Yeah, you better win if you do that. You better have like a demo one, just one of those ones they put in the store. You know, like
the fake one.
the fake one, and just like bash it.
That'd be interesting.
Be like Zoolander. It's in the computer.
Is that Zoolander 1 or 2?
I haven't seen number 2 yet.
I haven't.
I'm afraid because I just like the first one is
It
like
was
one of my
so-
favorite movies ever.
And you don't want to see him like reboot this for money's sake and screw it up.
Like
yeah.
Anchorman 2.
Yeah.
You know?
That shit was funny.
Anchorman 2.
The fight at the end.
It was cool. It like grew on me as it like got later into the movie. I was like, all right, it's kind of ridiculous. It's funny, but the beginning part, I was just like, oh my god, it's like old jokes recycled. So
Yeah.
it was tough.
Yep. What was that one? Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Garbage. Hot garbage.
First one was dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Yeah. Second one makes you scratch your head, but it's just a money
Motley
gouging effort. That's it.
Motley Lou.
What?
When he changed
Lugal?
the name,
Lugal.
yeah, Lugal, Motley Lou. Because what's his face? John Cusack wasn't in it. That's why. On part 2.
No, he does have a cameo at the end, I heard.
I watched it.
Yeah, like it was a deleted scene thing.
Maybe they just took a
He's-
picture of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comedies could be kind of overbearing if it's not done right. Oh, Ghostbusters, the female version is coming out.
I know. How exciting is that?
I don't know. That trailer was kind of suspect.
I have not heard this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all female cast as the Ghostbusters, and who's the main name on there? What's her name? McCarthy, right? The comedian,
Yeah.
heavyset girl. She's the lead. You know who I'm talking
Yes,
about,
she's
right?
in Spy and
Yeah.
Identity.
That shit's hella
Yeah.
funny.
stuff. Is it?
Spy. That's the
seen
one with
that
Jason
one.
Statham, right?
Yeah.
Is it good?
He's out the hook on that one, Jason Statham. Yeah, he's funny in that one.
Yeah.
He's like a
Melissa.
comedian.
Melissa McCarthy. Right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes.
So she's the lead in Ghostbusters 2.
She's funny.
She
I
is.
Like, I
She
like
is.
her a lot.
But the
Ever
rest of the Ghostbusters, I'm like, who the heck? So
Ever since she was in Bridesmaids, that was like the role that really made me like
become a
pay-
fan.
Yeah, pay attention to her. I was like, she's funny.
What else was she in?
She's been in a ton of things. She was in that Mike and Molly show on CBS,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then she was in Bridesmaids. and then-
Wasn't she in This Is 40? She
Yes,
was in
she
that
played
scene.
like- yeah, she was one of the mothers of the other kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That she stole that scene, dude,
Yeah.
where they were sitting in front of the principal.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta see this, Alex.
I
It's
gotta check
freaking-
it out.
Yeah, This Is 40 is pretty funny.
I just watched it on FX like a couple days ago.
Really, I watched it on my modded Fire Stick. Ladies and gentlemen, modded is the way to go. You didn't get it from here. You just Googled it. Fuck it, everyone's gonna know what that is, anyways. The whole modded Fire Stick, where you could just get everything, including The Force Awakens. And
But did you broke the code on the Fire Stick?
I didn't do it. I just got one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And you pop it in, and boy, everything in the theaters is just at your fingertips. It's
I
like,
heard the
whoa.
guests of the show get one of those.
Yeah,
go
that's
to-
what I heard. I heard that too.
123movies.to. He's gonna pull his Fire Stick out right now. Look.
Put that thing down, man.
123movies.to. Seriously.
Okay. 1, 2.
Hey, man, I tried to do that kind of stuff for a little bit. I got a letter from AT&T. They said you better knock it off. I'm like, why is it watching me like that?
Dang.
The guy from Comcast told me how to do it.
Yeah,
The guy was
I
installing my
chilled.
internet. He's like,
So-
yeah, you gotta see these
He's like,
movies,
here's
man.
your X1 and all the movies you need.
Look, right there. He was like straight up. He showed me how to get on. He started playing it. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like playing movies right there. He was showing me. I was like, damn, straight up, dude. You gave him the hookup. Look, they're all right there.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Zoolander, look.
Man, I paid like $5.99 for the night before the other day. I'm an idiot.
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
I gotta check that one out. That looks pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty classic. Those dudes are comedy.
Seth Rogen and that whole crew is pretty funny.
Always good.
Especially when they do their little routine.
I like that scene. She's all, what drink is this? She's all, tastes like pennies. And then he's all bleeding out of his nose. And then she's all, did you bleed in my drink?
Oh no.
You taste like penny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have about 2 more minutes left on the pre-show. We're going to kick off this latest edition of the Slam Show. Hang tight. Rock Rage is double-checking, making sure everything's good behind the board.
Do we have some theme music coming on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't wait.
Unless you want to beatbox it.
No, I'm all good at that.
You never beatboxed before?
I can do it, but I just, not like that. Not like that.
Okay. Did you ever break dance?
No, I just danced. I just danced. All the other dances.
Mm-hmm.
My body was just too free to just do everything else. I just loved it.
Gotcha.
But I admired the cats that did that stuff. And then once you watch King Tech do it, you're like, I ain't going there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Swaying King Tech.
Yeah,
I still
man.
have that 12-inch.
Yeah.
Remember that dude from the Bay Area, breakdancer? His name was Tron.
Mm-mm.
He was like way back. He was like well known everywhere. He was like the Qbert of breakdancers. They called him Tron.
I think I heard of him.
I think he was from out here. He was in. I know he was Bay.
You know, I liked it when Crazy Legs and then would come out to the Bay. And stuff
Rocksteady
like that.
crew.
Yeah, dude. They were amazing to watch. So much fun. Just mad, just energy.
Yeah.
Especially if the right record was on.
Crazy Lake still dances.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I seen some late 2014 videos. Yeah, and he's just acting like he's 16. Yep. So there you have it.
Yeah.
HGH.
That's what dancing's all about.
Asked alone. All right, we're about to kick this off. Rock giving me the signal.
Yes.
All right.
What's up? I'm Sam Maxon, aka Slammin Sam. I'm a DJ, actor, philanthropist, self-proclaimed Renaissance man. When I'm not in the studio, I'm diving into my hobbies and exploring many interests. With that comes my personal uncensored insights on everything. Is the Slam Show.
Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the Slam Show. You like that,
Yeah,
Alex?
that was cool, man.
Thank you. Exclusive track
Yes.
by my producing team, the Burt Knots, coming at you. Yeah.
All right.
Sick.
I like that.
I should send you the song so you can make a visual video.
Hey, throw it to me. I'll hook it up.
Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Slam Show for March 14th, 2016. I am the main man, Slammin Sam, coming at you on this incredible Monday night here in Oaktown.
Oakland.
Oakland, representing. And before I get into anything, I'd like to have who we have in the studio, on the table here, introduce themselves.
DJ Stallion.
DJ Stallion, what's up, my man? My
What's
name's
up, man?
Alex Mejia, man. Nice
What
to
up,
meet you
Mejia?
there, player.
Joe Churchward, a.k.a. Joe Candy.
There you go. Got to have the AKA. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Stallion, it's been a
Yeah.
minute since you've been on the show.
Just
You've
a little
been-
bit.
You've always been a lifelong co-host of mine ever since the early 2011, roughly. And now you're making your appearance back here in 2016.
Back.
Where you been?
I mean, I was grinding, man. I was, running my business out of my house. I was working at the gym. And
What kind of business?
You know what kind of business? DJ business.
Could be
Yeah,
a lot,
so
man.
full time. Yeah, I did like 85 gigs last year. It was crazy. This year I'm shooting for over 100. So I just
Nice.
keep it busy. Yeah.
Keeping that grind going.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back here.
Good to be back.
Cool. Well, unfortunately, my co-host Lady Sage fell ill to the flu bug, so she couldn't be here tonight. So Stallion was nice enough to say, "I'm gonna go ahead and take the reins and make it happen for the Slam Show." And I love that shirt, the Bay reppin',
The Bay.
and the necklace thing. What's up with the necklace thing?
Little headphones.
Yeah, it's clean, and the headphones. I mean, the real headphones that you have on your head.
Oh yeah, this is the way we wore in the studio back in the day, so I had to keep it real, bring it back, not little earbuds and shit.
Alex Josie, this is how Stallion gets down on the show. He just comes in styling and profiling, and I could rely on that.
I like that.
It's
Clean,
always
clean.
good. It's always good. So, Alex, Joe, welcome onto the program. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you very much.
And this is going to be a DJ-friendly episode of the Slam Show. We're going to get into a lot of what DJing is all about, in a sense where it comes from a very professional, credible state of mind. You're going to go ahead and Google, YouTube, whatever you want, but what you're going to get on the Slam Show tonight is the real deal, uncensored, hopefully, about the culture of DJing in a lot of the aspects, because I'm going to share my insights as well, because I have a lot of stuff to discuss moving forward with the DJ discussion. So before we get into anything, I'd like to give out shouts to Dickie's Barbecue out of Pleasant Hill and Stallion here.
Tanner, what's his name? Tanner.
Good
Be
looking
nice.
out.
Be nice.
I'm
Very
gonna be
good.
nice, man. He just thinks that we like caveman and eat with our hands, but it's all good, man.
Hey, that's how you're
Church
supposed to do
walk in.
barbecue, man. You're supposed to just eat, just tear
I
it all
know,
up,
but
man,
it's
with your
real hard
hands.
when you're trying to eat a pulled pork. You don't want to put your fingers in the pulled pork. But it's cool. Church War came in there with some silverware.
Yes.
Hey, we came through.
Joe
Yeah,
always
yeah.
saves the day, man.
Some forks, some plates. I had it all.
Yeah. I mean, at least give us a spork, Tanner. Come on.
So Tanner, you still get good props from
Yeah. The
the
food's
Slam
good.
Show.
The food's good, but we I didn't want to be rude and like stick my whole hand in there.
We're glad you
Especially we
did.
got mac and cheese, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a little
How you gonna
difficult.
scoop it out?
It's a little difficult.
Yeah, get golf club over here we can use.
So props out to Dickie's, Sherry, Anthony, always coming through with the sponsorship. Thank you very much. And once again, Joe, thank you for coming through with the silverware and the plates.
Anytime.
It comes through.
Somebody else is missing it tonight, but it's all good.
Yeah. I can't find it at the bar, but
It's all
Especially
good.
when about the whole box,
I did. There's for about 5 people, there's
like
about
5,000.
yeah, probably at least a good 500.
You're set for the year.
We're gonna go down the block and pass them all out, all to the people representing on the corners eating. Just hand them out to everybody.
That's right. Oakland, throw your sporks up.
There you go. Does it have the Church Ward logo on the box or anything like that?
No, just our glow sticks. that we have at our-
Oh, you guys do the glow sticks there over at Church Ward Pub.
Yeah.
That's for
Mhm.
sure. I remember.
Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's like celebration time. Let's
So
do it
much-
rave.
So much fun.
I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and roll into the show topic discussion. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and break down a few things on my DJ credentials, because some people, they may or may not know exactly about Slammin' Sam Maxian's DJ stuff, whether you could go ahead and Google it or, oh, I remember hearing his name back in the day. But it's a little bit more extensive than that. And this is something that I connect with our special guest here, Alexander Mejia, because back in the day, I started, say, 16 years old, having the whole Fisher-Price turntable thing and trying to work that angle, then saving up to get a realistic mixer in the 1200s. And once I got to that level, I was able to make these mega mixes using the pause button and record off the radio and create all these cassette mixes and so forth. I still have all those too.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'm planning to actually digitize all of them, put it on online and have everyone download it, because it's still pretty creative.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that I used to sell those tapes from home, and I would have like a subscription set up where people would fill out the tapes that they want, and they would pay for it, and they would come to the house, and they would pick it out of this box that I have their tapes ready to be picked up.
That's cool, man.
It
That's
was
cool.
Yeah, and there was sort of an honor system with that, because obviously you could go up there and grab all the tapes, but luckily for me, I had good fans and supporters that were just dedicated on getting that one tape. So props out to everyone from back in the day. I'm not going to say exactly when, but I'll probably slip it out sometime in this discussion. So that was the start of my crafting, my DJ mixing ability. But there was a time when I was really obsessed with being on the radio and listening to this gentleman here, Alexander Mejia, on 106 KMEL. And they happen to have this power mix contest at City Nights. Well, actually, let's back up. They wanted people to submit cassette mixes and send it, and they'll decide who's going to be performing at City Nights. And I submitted my cassette.
Okay.
And that one of the people that were in that selection committee, I believe it was Alexander Mejia. The other people may have been Cameron Paul. I'm not sure. I think you guys had to pick one mix out of all the submissions, and I believe there were 5 people that were supposed to perform. And this was back in 1988. And one of you guys picked me as one of the ones that to perform at City Nights Live to see who's going to win it all. And the weird thing about this is that I went there, tried to perform, but failed miserably.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but you were there. So was Billy Vidal, so was Cameron Paul, so was Leslie Stovall. But yeah, I was just a 17-year-old, just nervous as hell, didn't know really what the hell I was getting myself into. And just, I messed up the set that I did so well on the recorded tape to send to you, and I didn't perform it live, and I was really, really bummed out about that. And that was a story that till this day, it's like, I could have looked at it and said, man, this DJing thing isn't for me. I'm not really set up to perform and be part of this industry. But it's one of those things where you fall down, you get yourself back up.
There you go.
And through that experience, I learned, and I still remember all the people that were mixing that night. The one that won, I believe his name is Paulie Paul. And he was extraordinary. He just kicked ass. He took over the freaking crowd and everything. But everyone else performed their set admirably. And I just didn't do my part. Call it nerves, call it whatever. But it was a point where, yeah, I still have a lot of work to do. But at the same time, I took it upon myself to work hard. I ended up getting an internship later on with Wild 107. This was several years later. And got on the air, did my mix shows, and from that point on, developed my industry career with doing remixes, Billboard stuff, working with artists like Rappin' Forte. It was, yeah. So the moral of the story is...
He's a great artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moral story is whether or not you succeed early on or not, you have the ability to pick yourself back up and move forward and craft whatever you want to do in life. So just wanted to share that with you.
That's a great story, dude.
Thank you. And I just remembered that you were there, and I still have some pictures where you're just sitting back and just enjoying it.
I was probably just trying to figure it all out back then, to be honest with you. Back then. That was an amazing time back then to see all the DJs just constantly every year. Cameo would have a battle, and as it progressed.
But you were always part of that. Every single battle that came out, you were either a host or a judge, and that's the thing that was really a stabilizing point in the industry here in the Bay Area, is that you've always been involved with a high level of DJs. Yeah,
I've been lucky enough to enjoy watching the young ones grow and just bring a new talent, a new skill to the art of turntablism, and to see them just as hungry as I was, and as hungry as you were, and as hungry as you are, and as hungry as, because Joe also DJs too. Outside of being just a club owner, he also is a DJ. So seeing you take your music so seriously, and just figuring it out. There's a lot to it. There's so much more to it. But once you really just start figuring it out and knowing where you fit in, because honestly, the DJ world is heartless to some extent. A lot of them don't help each other. But I'm part of that. At some point, I knew that had to change, because no one gave me any help, coming from Oakland and Alameda. Just no one. You have no club experience. There's nothing about you that we know. No. I mean, I didn't even just try to get in a record pool back then, or a digital record pool. Just, I didn't know anything. So, just jumping through the hoops, waiting for hours just to see the right person walk through a building or door. And finally, but you being prepared. If you're working very hard to get what you want to get to and to shine, if you do put the homework in and the work in, you'll get that moment. But now then, are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it makes all the difference.
Exactly. Well said. Yeah, and that's the whole point is being able to know that if you really want this to happen for you, you got to put the work in. It doesn't matter, I got all this talent, I got all these connections, but you have to put in the work, because that's the only way that's going to get you ahead of the game and stay in the game. So,
and I'm still learning.
Oh.
Yeah, because I stopped for like 16 years to make records. So, I stopped, and then I had to restudy and retool and watch. When I decided to get back into it, I watched when he was alive, DJ AM, and I was like, oh, he's just having way too much fun. Because there was a time when I was mixing, and I wanted it to go past what I wanted. I wanted to hear the beats extend further. I wanted to overlay stuff, and just the technology didn't exist back then. So then when I was watching DJ AM do his open format sets, whether he was playing Sweet Dreams over a break beat or whatever, I was like, yes, that's what I want. That's where I'm at. That's what I want to do. And then luckily, my godson, Ryan Benz, said, will you teach me how to DJ? I broke out the equipment. He left, and the equipment was just standing there, and it's like, so what you going to do, Mejia? And I'm like, I'm going to put some time in. So before I even came to spin at Churchward Pub, I put, 3 hours a day for 2 years just to learn the music and learn the library of stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
And decide to really just study it. And the first thing I studied was disco. I decided, let me just go back and really just learn the disco era. And luckily I knew how to edit and all that kind of stuff, so I retooled all those records. And then I just kept going. Each generation, each era, I just put time into it. And then it just, then when it came down to spinning, someone said, you don't sound the same. And but then I had to just break through my nervousness, because, I wasn't very good live back in the day. I was good at recording, but not good live. And that's where my thing was. I wanted to learn how to play live really much better, because I seen a lot of the veteran DJs just crushing it. And I love that.
Alex, you're so humble.
No.
You're so humble, because I've seen, I don't know if you remember this spot. It was over in Concord off of Clayton Road. And
Giovanni's?
Yes. And
what did
Alex,
you say?
Giovanni's.
Oh, Giovanni's. Oh, they said Punani's. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, that's not
I don't remember that spot.
That was the nickname.
She was there too.
Well, check this out.
Giovanni's.
I remember you did a set there, and your set would always start off with a siren.
Okay.
Now
That
I'm being
Prince does
real.
that too.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I love this gentleman, because he just makes it seem like everything is so novice, but he's just so professional about it. But yeah, I do remember that, and you killed that set.
Did
it's
I?
like,
Oh,
yes.
good. That's good to hear. Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, you remember that, Stallion, right?
Yeah. And then Leslie Perez would come through there, and then around the corner, and there was the G Spot. K-Mail did. Remember that place in Willow Pass?
I don't remember
Yeah.
that spot.
Man.
You don't know where the G Spot's at?
No, I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. My
No,
apologies.
seriously, there was a club called the G Spot.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And K-Mail put that on.
Yeah, so that spot, you tore it up, man. So as far as you proclaiming that your live sets aren't up to par, man, you must have some mind wipe memory loss, because you were doing shit. You were doing incredible.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Rolling into records and all that good stuff. Yes, we are from the old school, ladies and gentlemen.
But when I had the pleasure of listening to Cameron and Mind Motion and those guys were, and Randy Wong and those kind of cats, they could just go for hours, just spinning flawlessly. And they were just like, I would dance just to a set, and I'd hurt my side, from just dancing so much of their music, because they just would just keep coming with the heat,
Yeah.
And
this is vinyl, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, this is vinyl.
And they didn't take requests back then, because you couldn't even get to the DJ back then. You had to climb up a ladder, go through a trap door and shit. and knock 3 times. I swear to God, yeah. And like Randy would say, "Come up real quick." How do I get up there? You got to climb a fucking ladder.
Behind some
And then there's
glass.
literally a trap door. You had to go up
Yeah.
to the DJ booth, right? And
That's
then
right.
over that in Walnut Creek, they had a lock on that DJ booth. You couldn't get in. There was plexiglass in the front, and you couldn't even get in.
Now you could just go up to the guy and pull down his pants if you wanted to. It's just that accessible.
Just set your drink right here.
Hey man, get off my turntable.
People are like, "What?" They do that. Girls,
It's
The
true.
drink spinning around.
put the drink right in the front.
Oh, when they throw money up there, it's still dangerous. You're like, wait a second. You know.
Yeah, man. Back in the day, it was
Yeah,
a task.
yeah.
Here's $20. Play some Drake.
Or you didn't even know where the DJ was. You heard music, and all of a
Just
sudden, like,
music, yeah.
where's the DJ? He used to come down the stairs, and it was like a mystery.
Yep. There was so much misery back then. Now it's
You need to
it
do that
is-
again.
It is what it is.
Keep people away because they're just drunk and they want to hear a song that's already playing. I'm like, come on, man, it's already playing. Listen. I wasn't listening.
Yeah. All the same excuses. I know,
Yeah.
I know. So let's roll over to DJ Joe Candy, owner of Church Ward Pub. How are you doing,
Yes.
sir?
I'm doing well, sir.
So,
What kind of candy you got?
Uh-oh.
Tic Tacs.
Yeah, right? The orange ones.
We already ate them all, man.
Yeah, man, I got to hook it up. So, being a club owner, was that something of a dream of yours, or did it just fall in your lap? Talk about it.
You know, I started when I was 21. I started working in the bars in Santa Barbara on State Street, and just kind of jumped around a couple bars down there, and really got to know the ins and outs of the business. Then I went into the mortgage industry, and when the housing crisis kind of came in 2007, I got this little bar on Park Street. It was called the Pop In at the time. Changed it up, renamed it Church Ward Pub. Put some money into it. We redid it all. Teamed up with my boy Alex Mejia right here.
Now,
and
how did you two meet?
it actually a mentor of Alex's is a longtime client of my father's, and they kind of put the meeting together. Alex came to the pub.
And I was researching, and I decided if I was going to be back DJing and people were coming out to see me, I said, well, I'm going to give back to the community. And so I was doing fundraisers at the time. And just so happens at that time we were doing a fundraiser called Dance for a Cure, raising money for cancer. And that particular event also featured Jose Melendez, Rick Lee, Chewy, Latin Prince, and just a great team of Alamedians and Oakland people all over the place, just coming together to do this event.
Oh, okay.
And
So it started
and
with
also
that.
DJ Trackstar was also one of the, and Hugo Gomez was also one of the main DJs.
Chewy's
in-
brother.
Yes. So we all got together, but we needed a place to kind of set it off the night before. This is where the Church Ward Pub came into place. And we asked Joey if we could come in and just have a party there on a Thursday night. And he was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And the magic happened.
Yeah,
That's
it really
dope.
took off from there. I mean, he helped me. We didn't really have a vision at first. We were just kind of a neighborhood bar, but we had a lot of space. And, I mean, I loved music. And, I mean, I grew up listening to Alex on the radio. So when we were introduced,
You were starstruck.
I mean, I just felt lucky, you know. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, wow, I got Alex Mejia. I mean, this is amazing. And he came in and he just kind of said he wanted to get back in the game and he needed a place to help him.
Develop that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it really was, I mean, it was kind of fate because it's been 8 years and we've taken it and ran with it. So
Yeah.
it's been good. I mean, we've been able to add so much talent, you know, to the team as well
Yeah.
and really just grow. I mean, it's become its own entity, you know. It's its own thing. It's grown. It's its own like living,
Breathing,
yeah,
organic.
it is.
And you guys have done a tremendous job with that. And I've played at a lot of venues, and DJ Stallion to attest to this is that a lot of them could be questionable, but others could be very well run, and yours is. And much props out to you guys for putting that together and having that develop and continue to develop.
And it's just fun to party there. I mean,
Yes.
and you're gonna hear some great music, just nonstop great music. So it's right in the hub of
Crowd is
Alameda.
responsive too.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
responsive to the music.
You play
and
anything
just-
and they was singing along like they had a school dance.
That's really the best feeling. It's intimate, you know. You get a good feeling. It's not too big where it can be spread out, and it's good. I mean, my sister is the one, Lisa Churchward is the one that helps me a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah. Props out to Lisa.
yeah, she's the best, Lisa. And I mean, it really has that kind of family atmosphere, from our employees to our DJs, our security, even the whole Alameda town feeling. It really feels good.
The mayor comes dancing in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
just,
see her. She's awesome.
Everybody just comes in and just parties at the Churchward Pub, So, and we've had some legendary parties. I mean, just amazing, epic parties.
Yes.
So, and superstar DJs, including yourself, man. So I've seen you just rock the hell out of that place, man.
I learned it from the best.
No, yo,
Right there. Right there, ladies
I
and
mean,
gentlemen, Alex Mejia.
Our DJ lineup is, comparable to any great club in the city.
Yeah.
Let's get into that, because you guys do take a lot of pride on making sure that the DJ lineup is of quality. And I want to direct this to Joe. And when it comes down to the juggling of that, is it pretty much like it has to be timed with certain schedules, or is it more like, all right, I prefer having this guy because I know that this is a certain part of the month that might be able to generate a better pull? How does that work as far as lineups?
Well, the East Bay is definitely a different animal than like San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be real creative with your promotions, and being able to add the top DJ lineups that we have. I wouldn't say, Alameda is really unpredictable. Like, one month could be amazing, and like every night is like slam packed, and then you get the next month and it's just like so maybe on a couple nights, but we're really consistent. I just try to, put the DJs really have to be kind of flexible and work with us. I mean, obviously they're all very talented, and I'm really lucky to have all of them. But we have a couple mainstays like Zaldi, is a monthly stay with us. We just added Darker Days and yourself, obviously Alex. I have two resident DJs, DJ Richter and DJ Dave Stebbins, and they're really the glue because they work with all the guest DJs that we bring on.
Yeah.
They help, host and open up. They also have their own nights as well. So.
See, and that is a very good way of handling the lineup, because you have your mainstays, you have your rotating DJs, but at the same time, it's bringing quality.
Yeah.
And obviously, you work in Mr. Mejia here from time to time.
Well, we were lucky enough for when Joey heard me spin, and I think he really just seen how serious I was about all of it. He just said, "Hey, will you cultivate some of the DJs he already had in his stable?" And I was like, "All right." So, I just said, I got to see if they're serious, though. And they took it really serious. You can see, those that are not and not.
Yeah.
The do's and the don'ts. But I'll tell you, the cats that he had already picked were special. And then even when Dave Stebbins first joined on board, he wasn't up to par yet. He had to catch up to us. But he already had the experience and the value from him playing so many years in the business.
Yes.
He just had to retool a little bit. And then when he started coming on, it was strong as hell, So you're like, ooh. And, and as long as you're willing to teach each other and help one another, it's like karate or golf on everything. I really look at the art form of DJing like golf and karate, dude. If you help teach somebody the right moves, they can protect themselves and bounce back and do whatever they need to do, And
they could teach you something as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And the thing is that I love about golf is, you see some veterans out there that just as thin as a pencil, but they knock the hell out that ball because they have the skill, So
they have that torque.
They have that torque and whatever. And the same thing comes with, a veteran DJ who is a walking library.
Yeah.
Of music. So you can go ahead and drop a Rappin' Forte, or you can play a Drake record. Or you can play, some old school Run DMC along with some
Lisa
Culture Jam or Planet Rock, and you just go to the bass culture of it all. So there's just things that I think is, if you're a veteran DJ, you can do outside of in comparison to the new school DJs. But that's why I tell the new school DJs, man, just do that homework.
Yeah, exactly. And let's go into that a little bit as far as the new school DJs. And obviously, Joe, you might get a few of them knocking on the door saying, hey, how do I get in the club and what constitutes a DJ? How do you handle that knowing that, yeah, this person may or may not have that ability yet? Do you put him on the back burner? What's your approach on that?
It's tough because, I try. You want to be nice to everybody in the industry, right? But I only have a certain amount of dates I can fill throughout the month.
Right.
And
you want to have a Tuesday night?
yeah, exactly. They're like, so it's tough. So what I do is I lean on Alex a lot. That's really what I do. And I also lean on a couple of the other DJs like Zaldi. He's put me in touch with a lot of the people in the industry. Jose Melendez, Leslie Perez.
Yes.
These are all great DJs. Everybody knows them on the radio stations that they represent. And so it's easy to pick talent from there.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a lot of young DJs coming in, you got to tell them, hey, you got to put in your time. Do you want to come and maybe do an opening set here for us? I'll give you half hour or something, and then they got to prove themselves a little bit. And we'll do that. And Alex is, always interested in seeing new guys coming up because he always likes to see that passion.
Yeah. No, I always ask, let me just hear you. I say, send me something to listen to. And a lot of people don't follow through, man. And if you don't follow through, you ain't getting in.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah. It's just like internships. You have to show the effort. And you're doing it because it's the love and passion at the time, but it's all going to pay off if you put in the hard work. And we keep going back to that. It's all about the hard work.
And we've developed a lot of DJs. We really, and luckily for me, with my background at KML and then giving me the opportunity, I developed a lot of DJs, even Latin Prince, even though these guys were some of the kings of the clubs, there was still a rule to mixing on the radio to sound good.
Right.
But because their live play was just exceptional, just to come off the cuff.
Right.
And just let it flow out of you. I've never done that set before. They just came right out the cuff,
Mm-hmm.
And you still want that experience, but yet you still want them technically to sound good.
Yeah.
So, you just go back and forth and just speak to one another, and it helps out a lot.
Yeah. Communication's a big deal when it comes to refining other DJs' way of doing things. I'll tell you this right now. Although I was doing a lot of those mixtapes and cassettes and so forth, there were still some rough edges that I needed to refine, and that's where legendary DJs, Cameron Paul, yourself, showed that format. And then once I got onto the mix shows, it even got refined even more. So it's like you really could hear it when certain people spin that they're of quality versus someone that's just trampling on vocals on top of choruses that are not going with each other. And I think that's very important.
I like to say, as far as the Bay Area is concerned and all the DJs that from radio standpoint, if everyone can ever listen to somebody who was very innovative and unpredictable, he went by the name of Dave Moss.
Yes, I remember Dave Moss.
If you ever can ever
his partner was Ray Lum, right?
I'm not sure who his partner was, but he was also the 12-inch buyer for Tower Records, and he would sell you a lot of records because he would like, what did you play that night? He go, oh, I played, and you just buy all the records, and then you'd play him like, it doesn't sound like how you played them. It really doesn't. But he was so innovative, with rock and hip hop and country and everything. He would just break every rule. So I think when you're trying to stand out, it's important that you challenge yourself to not also give somebody, don't to anticipate what you're going to do. Surprise us.
Yeah.
Surprise yourself, and that actually makes you stand out amongst the crowd, possibly to get a gig as well.
Well said. Well said. Stallion, you got any questions for our guests in the house?
I was trying to see, Alex, your most memorable moment DJing or promoting back in the day, like the original KML days.
I'm glad you asked me that question. I think a part of it all was when I met Sway and King Tech. I was just put on the scene at KML to do their music research. Still young. I was trying to figure things out, but they said, okay, let's give him something to do.
So you were an intern at this point.
I was intern. I interned
Gotcha.
for KML for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
so-
that's dedication, ladies and gentlemen. Straight up.
But I wanted to learn every aspect of the music business. So while I interned at KML, I worked in City Hall Record Distributors, Star Records. I wanted to know what made people buy music. I really just studied it so much.
See, that you did it right.
Yeah,
You did it right.
it was hard though. But so back to Sway and King Tech, I called up all these record stores all the time, and they said, "Oh, we got this new record from San Jose." I said, "Okay, can I get the phone number?" So I got the number, and they said, "This is a hot record, Al." I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna call them up." I called them up, left a message, telling them I was Alex from KMEL, and I would like for you guys to, send me the record. Around 7:30 that night, I got a knock on my door. Opened up the door. 2 cats in there with some hip hop gear in the dark. Sway and Tech.
Wow.
And they handed me the record. They go, "Here you are, Mr. Mejia." And the Tech is looking around. He's like, "Is this KML?" I'm like, "No, man, this is where I live, dude. This is KML." and he's like, and I was.
Well, did
like,
you have like your house decked out or something?
No, it was just
banners and stickers.
Yeah.
It was a studio apartment in Alameda, dude, on Pacific Street. It was just like a little spot, and I was like, so I grabbed the record. I said, "Thank you very much." The Chicago Bulls was playing at the time, and I'm like, I gotta go. I said, if I like it, I'll call you. And so I closed the door, and I looking outside my window, and they're still just standing right there on the porch, and I'm just like, okay, something's not right. So I open up the door, and I say, what's going on here? And then Sway says, yo, my man here quit his job to bring you this record. And when he said that to me, that's when it touched me so hard, because I was like, you quit your job to make your music. I know who you are. You are like me. You're going to sacrifice everything to get here. And I said, "Come on in. Let's have a talk." And we sat down and talked, and they told me how much they loved hip-hop music and how pure it was, and they just loved it so much. I said, "You know what? Hold on a second. Let me put this record on." And I didn't usually like to put records on in front of people, because if I didn't like it, I didn't want to offend them.
Yeah.
But I put it on in front of them, and it was amazing. It was a song called "We Want to Rock You." And if you guys get a chance, check that record out.
I got the 12-inch still.
Because this dude made this record on an SP1200 in his garage at home. And he did some magic at a place called Art of Ears. But it was an amazing, well-put-together record. And Sway's voice was like nothing I ever heard. And I was like, okay. So from that point on, I had to look out for those cats. And I felt that was a turning point for so much to evolve out of hip-hop for the Bay Area on certain levels. Because from meeting them, I met Davey D. And I met all the guys at K-Poo and Calex and KZSU. I met all Kevy Kev and all of these guys, because I was with them pushing the record. And I was watching them. I said, well, you guys got to do interviews and all kinds of stuff, so let's, I just took them underneath my wing a little bit, And that was a turning point to me, because I met more of the hip-hop culture that came from the Bay Area. There was a reason to meet them. And then I seen how passionate they were and how they all like networking and making things happen. So as time went on, these guys paid their dues. Tech entered a DJ battle. He didn't want to do it at first. And I said, "Hey, man," you want to get on KMEL? You got to enter a battle, man. And I didn't know how dope he was. I just had no idea.
You just said do it.
I said, just do it. And Run DMC and the guys were the hosts and the judges that night. And he battled against Qbert. And he killed. He killed that night. And King Tech was scratching and taking off his shirt while he was doing it, and everything was on rhythm. And I was like, that's my friend. That's my man up there. And he rocked the hell out of this place. And no one had ever seen anything like that. And he was upset that he didn't get a chance to finish his set, because he was going to start scratching with his feet. And no one ever seen this dude do this kind of stuff. What? And so this is kind of stuff that I was like, wow. So as this stuff would happen, I would do my late night mix show, and every now and then I get a phone call, And back then, man, no one was really working us on records. So we were just playing records just because we liked the records. And they were like, yo, Mejia. And I was on like 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday nights. So I'm glad you were listening. But they were like, yo, what was that record you were playing, Mejia? Around 2:30. And I said, oh, that's Gangstar. And they go, you need to keep playing those brothers. They're hot. And I'm like, I like the beat myself. And I would just play stuff because I liked the way the beats or the MC sounded. No one was working us on records back then.
Yeah, not like how it is now.
No. But a lot of those records were for a reason and rhyme and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I thought, was at a turning point because all that talent ended up coming to the station somehow, some way. And then they manifested what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, thanks for asking that question.
Yeah. I mean, you were allowed to sneak stuff under the radar all the time back in the day like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
the Click,
yeah.
93.
Yeah. Well, Franzen introduced me to E40.
Franzen.
Yeah,
that's
Franzen
there
was
you
dog.
go.
I saw him DJ a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Did you?
He's in
Yeah.
Vegas, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I saw him at Infusion though. That was actually probably about like 2 months ago, not a couple weeks
Wait
ago.
a second. I think I saw like a recent. He's lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Franzen.
He was with the
Yeah.
whole entourage.
Trace with him.
Trace Dog.
No, he wasn't. No.
Big shout out to those guys. But
Exactly.
But I since I worked at City Hall Record Distributors, I seen the record sales that the Click was doing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but I hadn't had a chance to meet the artist. And when Franzen introduced me to him, he was just late night kicking it at the station, creeping. We weren't even playing the records yet.
Right.
And then my favorite record was Practice Looking Hard, though.
There you go. Main
when
source.
when I heard Practice Looking Hard, no,
wait,
by
E40, yeah.
Yeah, when I heard
That's
that
looking
record,
through the front door.
I was like, because that was like nothing I'd ever heard.
That's right.
And if you ever get a chance, listen to that record, everybody. Oh my goodness! And when I heard that record, then to meet him and his persona and his vision, I also looked out with him. Just him and I became friends and all that good stuff. And the rest is history on that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sway is huge.
Yeah.
He's
Sway. Yeah. Sway blew up. Yeah.
And 40 because I remember that one of the first songs played back in '93 from the Click was "Tired of Getting Stepped On," because that was basically the only one you could really play without have the major do edits. Because Flamboyant you couldn't even touch because there was so much blurps in there. You're like, tired of getting stepped on. I'll play that. And then it came out with the Click hats. Remember those?
Yeah.
Oh, those are souvenirs.
Yeah, Chewy was rocking those. We used to do Scott's over there at the Sheraton in Concord on Wednesday nights.
The first E40 or the Click record, I think, was Captain Savin, though.
Yeah.
That was the one we started playing and stuff like that.
On there, yeah.
Yeah. But, there were just relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Just, us just meeting the right people that really wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that were determined.
Determined whether it was Conscious Daughters.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a throwback right there.
Or even Digital Underground. Shock G and those guys were all independent, back in the day. And
RBL.
Yeah, RBL, Posse, all that stuff. They were just independent cats just working hard.
Yeah, trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
So, sticking with the artist theme here, Joe, have you ever thought about rotating artists doing certain nights over at the pub, or is that something that's kind of touchy because of the city? What's your thoughts on that?
Actually, we just had up and coming artist John Hart.
Yeah, yeah.
He was there, so it's really kind of touch and go. We're kind of just mainly set up for DJs.
Mm-hmm.
The space is limited.
Right. But see, you guys do a very good job of that, and I because I spun there, I know that you guys make the use of the space accordingly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to reveal how they do it, but you are on a stage, and it's just set up really nice.
And it's not janky at all.
Yeah.
Compared to some other places we've been at, and you touch something and everything falls over and shit. This place was solid, man. It's dope. They got dope mixers, clean turntables. Shit works on the turntables. It's dope.
You got to thank Alex for that because he's always on me.
We go to clubs.
On my
Sometimes we
ass.
go to clubs. The lights are broken. The tone arms are broken. We got to use duct tape and everything else. And this is dope because I got tables in my office, and I'm like, man, I hope we don't have to bring our own tables. To one time we had to bring tables out of his office to a club because the shit was messed up. But when we went to your place, it was perfect.
And we got to give a shout out to Ajax. He keeps us all fly in our our table's all nice and clean and everything.
Oh yeah, he does a tremendous repair job
yeah.
and customizes everything.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Jimmy too, 'cause he just did the DJ booth, reinforced it today.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we did some little adjustments to it to make it
More solid.
Yeah, a little bit more solid.
We
so
we
it's
call it
nice.
more booty proof.
Yeah, I know that is
Because
the
when-
girls, you
when-
know.
Yeah, when they shaking, man.
Like a house party.
Oh,
When Martin was
seriously.
DJing.
big time, dude. You look, come on now, relax.
That's how it was.
But you know you're
back
doing
then.
your job when the dance floor is rocking like that.
Mhm.
Exactly.
If the needle skips and they look at you, you just point out she did it.
So let's go ahead and talk about like the past DJ battle that was held over at the Church Ward Pub, and our boy Lazy Boy. Congratulations, he's the one that won out. As far as being able to throw future events, is that in the cards, and what are different ways of handling this next battle?
Well, definitely, I believe we got a couple battles we want to do.
Oh, more than one. Coming
I
up.
think we want to do another battle, but we also want to let the ladies get their
Yeah.
chance. So we
Oh,
wanna have
talk
a-
about that.
We probably want to have a female.
Female battle as well. We're gonna.
Oh, you know what comes to mind when you think about females in the Bay
You
Area.
gotta bring
Oh.
Pam in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Pam. She's on tour with Prince right now. I think she's a little
Yes.
busy.
She mixing with her titties, man. She's dope.
We
Yep,
might
yep,
not be able
yep.
to get her anymore.
No. Yeah, she's mixing with Prince right now,
That's
and
right.
God bless her. Talk about someone to follow, ladies. If you want to see with someone who puts in the hard work, Pam, the funkstress, is really.
And she does it on turntables.
Yeah,
Real ones.
She don't mess around.
And she can do everything.
Yeah, she
too.
can do. She mixes. She has controllers
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that
Yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
legit.
she can go all genres. You know.
Yeah,
she's excellent.
Yeah, she's outstanding. But back to the battle. We're going to be releasing a video of the one that from last year
Okay,
first to help launch the second one,
gotcha.
and then
And this second one is going to be co-ed, right? Male and female?
it's always invited.
Yeah, okay.
Who-
Just
you
the
know,
next one. I'm just...
Yeah, just
yeah.
you just got to be over 21.
Gotcha.
That's the only thing on it, and then you have to enter by submitting a video though.
Yeah,
You know, so that way we can see that you actually are doing the legitimate skills.
no more cassette tapes.
Challenged. We're trying to lock in our sponsor because of the filming aspect of it's really important now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to have also a female DJ battle this year as well.
All right.
So ladies, just start practicing.
Is there
Start
some
practicing.
lady style?
And the thing I loved about
Yeah,
Joe
that's
is,
true.
a lot of battles they don't really come with financially the reward.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Joe, come on, man, let's bring some money on it. We got
Oh,
some
yeah,
rent
put-
money, and he was
Yeah.
like, all right. So he's upped up the cash, So
Yeah,
that made when you have a great prize, that really makes all the difference.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely an incentive.
Yeah, a gold mixer or something. Gold tables, like
There was
Juice.
Yeah.
a lot. A lot of people threw in, so it wasn't just the cash. I
Yes.
mean, they
Yeah.
got
Also,
a lot
guest
of
spot
cool
on the Slam
prizes.
Show.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
the
a
winner.
residency. They got a residency for a month.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we'd like to expose those people that are out there. They got a photo session done, professional by Jose Lim.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of little things that you need as a DJ. We're gonna make sure we have a DJ coffin for the next winner, all kinds of stuff, so not only cash but to give you the tools you need to get to shine just that much more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really dope. That's really dope. Now, you're pointing out that the only regulated rule is you have to be at least 21 and over. And there's a lot of teenage DJs out there, youthful guys that are turntablists that could bring it. Has there been any thought of like doing it independently where you would throw a battle not connected to the pub or the bar and just say, hey, let's bring up these young cats?
It's a good idea.
That is a good idea. We'll have you as a co-sponsor.
Fair enough.
We,
Yeah.
we haven't put that together yet, but that sounds like a brilliant idea.
You can't sell alcohol to teenagers.
Yeah.
But I think the turnout would be pretty good,
Yeah.
for the right venue that we can make sure we can have it at.
Yeah.
But because music is for all ages, and I think to inspire them and to keep them going, because we've all seen the videos of some of these kids from all over the world. I mean,
That's
there's
right.
kids that are a hell of a lot better than I am. So it's like,
6-year-olds.
Yeah,
that are-
6-year-olds,
Yeah, they're
like-
cutting it.
yeah, so you're cutting it, but like we said, we got to make sure you can party rock too,
Yeah.
and so that separates the men from the boys, so to speak, or
Well
the
said.
girls from the ladies. you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that lady battle because that's something very unique, especially when you're saying it's exclusive to that. Because just off the top of my head, you got Pam, you have the mixtress, you have what's her name, Yo-Yoli, I believe that's from
Yeah.
Frisco.
Lily Tran.
Oh yeah, shout out to Lily Tran.
Lily
I
Tran.
remember.
Remember her? She was dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's they're out
Come
there.
on, Fresca, where you at?
Oh,
Represent.
Fresca can rip.
Fresco, she was co-hosting with us on the Slam Show,
Yeah,
and
yes.
afterwards she goes, Sam, let me get on the turntables, and I filmed it, and she was flawless.
I saw that video.
Yeah, she was blending,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, man, if you really put some time into this, you could be a top DJ.
Yeah, she loves music, man. She takes it seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been following that Lady Style girl, man. Woof. Have you seen her?
Oh yeah, Lady Style. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, she'll
No,
just get up.
When
and
we
start-
wanted to battle, I invited her personally. I was like, "You got to come out, you know, to America."
She like
She
will
hasn't
do
been
some
to that.
whatever it is, Star Wars, whatever, come out with a helmet on, but she is like dope as shit, and I'm like, what? Yeah, I would say if she came, she would probably take it. And, you know, Pam is dope. But this girl came from like outer space or something. Lady Style it's crazy what she can do, and she's younger, but you know I don't think she can beat Pam on the titty mixing. No.
And Pam's done that at the church war.
That's
pub.
what I'm saying. She was at the concert I was at, and I was like, this girl's crazy. She's like,
Has she ever done it like without the shirt?
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen that.
Yeah.
but her musicality is brilliant. She's brilliant, you know, and she really loves and studies music,
Yeah.
and she's an artist in her own right. So, you know, whatever Pam wants to do, she can accomplish and do. And I mean, she's beat a lot of people in clubs.
Mm-hmm.
But the not even just the beating part of it is that she leaves you saying, "Man, that was a great party," and that's what at the end of the day, that's what you want your DJ to do is like, "Man, that was a great party. When are they gonna be back? Or we got to come back here." You know, and I think that a lot of that's the culture that happens at the pub as well.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And just all this discussion, man, is just really inspiring me, man, and really bring me back to when Cameron Paul used to do those medleys and those mega mixes where they're like
I love
10
those.
10 minutes long, and they're just like all the hits.
I still
Alex,
do that.
Oh, we got to do that.
I still do that.
Like,
Once a year, I do a mega mix.
exactly.
At least for just the opening of the year, I say goodbye to all those great records,
Right, right.
and I put it down, man.
Yeah. I've heard your mixes,
Yeah.
the year-end ones. I'm more focused on doing like how they put out the mixits on a monthly basis, the records,
Oh, yeah.
and it would be called Cameron's Beats, and it would be like a collage of what was currently hitting. Those type of mega mixes. Oh man.
I love just doing the beats and pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
I'll do something with just Rihanna just chanting over some reggae
Work,
stuff.
work,
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
work,
yeah.
work.
Just or some Earth, Wind and Fire loops or something like that with some
Exactly.
break beats underneath there. No, all that stuff exists. I just don't give it out to everybody, you
Yeah.
know. But I do have like a little
You want it
exclusive.
exclusive to you. Like,
No, not too exclusive to me. I have my list of A-listers that I do, and then they're called the Kings of the Mix that are invited to that Dropbox. So
There
if
you
you
go.
want to be in the Kings of the Mix, hit me up, and I'll put you on the list if
Some
you
good stuff in there.
qualify.
Ooh, if you are worthy,
You know.
that's for sure.
But all the DJs share a little bit of here stuff there. You know. But there's so many talented cats out there that can do editing work now. It's just bananas.
yeah.
while they're DJing at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like bust out where you're mixing, they're editing the song right there live.
Yeah, and that's real DJing. That's real creativity. And and you got to definitely get the S9 for the Church Ward Pub.
Yeah, no.
Because
it's
everyone-
For
coming.
a prize?
Perfect
Gold
now.
one?
Ooh, the gold one.
We'll see. We'll have to talk to our sponsors.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should just like do like old school juice style DJ battle and give out the gold turntables and everything.
There
The
you go.
$4,000 ones.
But no. You just get wrap some text, gold them out, put some Church Ward label on there and everything.
Yeah,
and
just a wrap.
Yeah.
Not the actual gold.
Yeah, you can get some tables and get it done. Have Ajax do that up and wrap it up gold and make it nice, like special edition, and that'd be dope itself because people would want that. You get cash, you can burn it. You burn through the cash real fast. Whatever is for your rent or your food or your party. If someone got a set of gold turntables,
It sticks forever.
It's like a trophy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll be calling Jesse Dean for that.
Jesse Dean. I gotta look him up, man, because he seems like a real incredible cat.
No, he's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the homage stuff that he puts together, pays homage.
And then
to
what did Juice come
Jesse.
out? 96 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
What year? So you can do like the 20-year DJ battle, like paying Juice credit, whatever you wanted, something like that.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Stallion always comes up with ideas
Yeah,
on the
he's very
show.
clever.
I gotta put him on the team.
You should have him around a little bit more.
Every single show, he's always giving suggestions, and the guests will say, "Hey, that's a good idea. Thanks, Anthony." Boom.
I created buffalo chicken strips way back in the 90s.
That was you?
Yeah, I swear to God, I did that because I used to go to Lions and after we did our gigs and stuff, right? And I used to tell the waiter, I go, I want chicken strips, but put the buffalo wing sauce on the chicken strips. And he would like, what the fuck are you doing? He would tell the cook, and the cook would come out. I go, just take the sauce what you make the wings on, but put it on the strips. And he's like, all right. So every time I go there, they would know it was me, and they would do it. And like 5 years later, it was on the menu.
Boom. That's the real deal, ladies and
Come on,
gentlemen.
there's more meat on there. I was like thinking back then. I was like, there's more meat on the strips. Why would I, want to
It's
get
like
a
a
little?
stoner story.
I don't even smoke. That's the thing. I never smoked in my whole
I'm hella
life.
hungry right now.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Can I give some props to a couple cats while we're out in here?
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, never mind. It's all good.
You're gonna get all the prop time you need, Alex.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and jump into the events.
Real quick, Lazy Boy said he wants to defend the title.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we're hoping so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'll be amazing. We're gonna see who
Are we
comes.
gonna allow that?
Yeah, he has to. But let's see what. But everyone can see what he's doing now. So
We're gonna be after him.
the competition's gonna just take it that much more higher.
Yeah, and he needs to work extra hard to stay on top.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that.
Backwards,
Lazy
Lazy Boy. Backwards.
So
It's
yeah.
our little secret.
So let's go ahead and go into the upcoming events, Alex, that you have coming up.
Boy. Well, on April 8th, I will be performing at the Church Ward Pub along with Jose Melendez. Looking forward to jamming with my man from back in the day. And then also on April 9th, tell me if we're in, how are we looking there? We a little to the left this side? There we go. Partnering up with a good friend named Dave Paul, who has the Prince and Michael experience, and we're bringing that to Alameda. First of all, I think dancing is very important to people's lives. So I think, bringing that culture always to anywhere you can is really important. And those that get it always win from it. So Dave Paul this is his party, actually. And this party, ladies and gentlemen, is such a great, fun party at Alameda's #1 restaurant. Shout out to Dan.
Make
and
sure
the
you
crew
say
over there.
restaurant.
Yes. It's a restaurant, but it's a big open venue. And Dave Paul has been working on that party for over 20 years or longer. And he plays all over the country. And San Francisco is very lucky to have it there once a month. And Dave Paul, him and I have been talking a lot because we have so much passion for these very special artists. And Dave, when I went to go see him do his show, I was like, he's not even mixing. He's just playing the great records back to back to back. And the place was losing their mind. And then he'd mix some too, but then he just dropped the right record, and just the place would lose their mind. And I wanted to do the party differently, not his party. I wanted to do the Purple Party, which we did at Church Ward Pub, which was more of a video presentation side of it, which told Prince's story.
Nice.
So we did that and killed.
Amazing.
Yeah, killed. And I had musicians come up while I was spinning, and dancers, and it was just.
And people dressed.
Yes, everyone dressed, and they still dress for this party too and everything. So we decided to just for a special couple dates to do them to spin together. And I bring my video presentation, and he brings his amazing crowd as well as his knowledge of music. And so that's happening on April 9th. And if you guys can, just come and bring somebody. It's a great date night party. And you always end it off with like, man, that was so much fun.
That's the way it has to be.
And it's safe.
Yeah.
And it's safe and sexy. One party that's also very special that we have coming up also is the Super DJ benefit happening May 29th. This is an all-star lineup of DJs that hasn't been put together ever, I don't think, in the Bay Area. And you want to just take a look at a little bit of that, my man? See who's on that, man. Just go ahead and shout out the names who are on there.
Looks like we got, I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to look at the photos.
Okay.
It looks like we got Jose. I
Jose
spot,
Melendez.
I spot Jazzy Jim, Pam, Lazy Boy, and Zaldi, Latin Prince. And you.
Yeah, and myself.
Alex
and,
Mejia.
and also Davey D is also now a part of the lineup as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
David D. Yeah.
But not only that are we having, and we're putting our minds and music together for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of the Greater Bay Area. And, of course, that organization is about helping the children that have their last dying wish. And, these kind of companies and corporations and places need the funding to help that make happen. So we're going to put our time and energy together to raise money for that organization. But here's the twist. We're going to have musicians once again involved in all of this.
That's right.
And we're going to have the Conga King, rocker Shirley Temper of the Bay Area, who's just phenomenal. We're going to have legendary South Bay artist Aki Star on the lineup as well. And then the twist to all of it is we're going to have truly the legend of music, Pete Escovedo,
Yes.
to play
Sheila E's dad.
with his orchestra to play. So that's happening for 5 hours straight at Saddle Rack in Fremont.
That's awesome.
And it is awesome. It is, and I'm so happy. You know, I get a chance to do at least one fundraiser a year. This is going to be the biggest one we're going to do. And Sam and man, we want you guys to come out to this party, man, because this is going to be, and it's only $20 to get in. So, and the thing that's cool about this place, that place has 3 huge dance floors, and they have a bull. A bull.
Yeah,
They
ride
have,
that bull.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of little things happening in between there. So we're excited about that event, and it's really unheard of, and that lineup. But once you see the DJs and you hear a musician play together, it's just so much fun.
I like this picture of you, man. You're really distinguished.
Oh, thank you so much. That's courtesy of the Church Ward
The
Pubs.
top hat.
This is one that Stallion's wearing.
Fedora.
Yeah,
Fedora, yes.
the fedora.
Top hat.
But these DJs, there's the elite of the elite to me. Jose Melendez is a veteran in the club game, and there's nothing he can't do musically. Richter is the up-and-coming hard breeder who just rocks hip-hop very hard and everything else. And you got Jazzy Jim there, who Jazzy Jim is just magical with music already as it is. Whether he's programming a radio station or playing at city nights, his ability just to communicate to music is just going to be phenomenal what he does on the dance floor. Pam the Funktress, we already spoke about. She is a DJ god.
Yes.
Lazy Boy,
Champion.
Young champion coming up. Latin Prince, an international DJ that play.
He's my favorite.
He's one of my favorites too. He just played at the Church Ward Pub, right?
I mean,
what was it like?
It was amazing. I mean, we had a line down the street at like 11 o'clock. I walked out, and it was pouring rain on Saturday night. And I was scared. I was like, whenever it's coming down like that, I'm like, oh, is it gonna be slow tonight? I walked up, and it was down the block, the line. I was like, oh, people banging to get in. It was
beautiful.
To me, when I heard before he came to your place, he was playing in my man cave back in L.A., and the stuff he was just playing. I said, you know what? People are going to have to reserve their spot just to dance. You're that good now, dude. You are phenomenal. And he puts the work in, and he's also a big part of DJ City New York. So he's all about putting the culture down the right way.
Yeah.
And then one DJ that I didn't know yet, but I met him through Joe, was Zaldi. And Zaldi, his story, if you ever get a chance to have him on, I'd highly recommend it. He's on Q102 as well as Lazy Boy. But Zaldi has history that intertwines between everybody of stuff that he's done musically. But he is a corporate giant of the DJs, I would say. He plays all the big parties. And for reason, because he is such a showman. And whether he has a bottle, he'll have a bottle in his hand and the turntable on the other, and he'll be rocking both. So, I mean, and he knows the music. So this elite with those musicians, it should be a good show.
Phenomenal.
It reminds me of Kid Rock when he was DJing. You know, Kid Rock be smoking a blunt, drinking, and mixing at the same time. After he sing, he'll jump on the turn because that's how he started as a DJ. But he's like, Kid Rock. Kid Rock will be drinking and smoking and mixing at the same time. It's crazy.
And it'll be unpredictable. So who knows what to expect once you put two guys next to each other. So that's that part of it I'm excited about. And we're doing it for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Exactly, and that's at the end of the day, that's what you're doing it for, is for the charity and for everyone involved and to give back. And as you were saying at the very beginning of the show, is that you wanted to give back to the whole community when you started DJing, when you made your return.
Yeah. and just so you know, you can get tickets at beatsforhope.com for that party.
Beatsforhope.com.
Yeah, beatsforhope.com. And we're excited. We want to see from Vallejo, San Jose, to Sacramento, to Modesto, to San Francisco, to Southside San Francisco, everywhere. Alameda, Oakland, Union City, everybody just to come out and party for one day on that Memorial Day weekend.
Well, definitely.
Thanks for letting me plug that, my brother.
No problem. We're going to do our very best at TVEPN and the Slam Show to promote the event.
Appreciate it.
And once again, it is on Sunday, May 29th. And just go ahead and Google that because it's obviously a big event. So they can search it to find out more information. So
and you know what? Then these cats here, all these DJs, I just made one call, and they said, I'm down.
There you go.
They're giving back.
Yeah.
And that's what's really important.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I think when it comes down to it, a lot of the DJs that are doing a lot of things now, that's automatically a yes because they didn't get where they're at by just being greedy or being kind of like for themselves. They always wanted to share the wealth and share the enthusiasm that they have to others. And it's always good to give back.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. So let's go ahead and go with the shouts and plugs to close out the program, starting with Mr. Joe Churchward, a.k.a. Joe Candy. Who do you want to shout out and say thanks to?
Shout out, all my DJs. We got the Rocket Scientist, Jose Melendez, Leslie Perez, my boy Darker Days, the whole Churchward lineup. It's just been sick. So I'll give a big shout out to my my wife and my brand new son too.
That's right.
I know he's at home, and my wife said she'd be watching. So,
what's your son's name?
Noah Joseph.
So. It's a great name. Noah Coughlin, my cousin.
Yep.
I was telling you that before your son got born. I go, that's a great name.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's a very, very great name put to you that way. There you go. There you go. All right, moving on to DJ Alex Mejia.
I like to give a shout out to all my family, from LA all the way to the Bay. You guys are all just very beautiful people to allow me to do what I do as a DJ and a philanthropist. I appreciate that. And a special shout out to my son, Jasper Kit Mejia, who is just a rock star in his own right. And Nikki, you guys help put it down all the time. And to all my family out here, all the Mejias and Gonzalez's and everybody that puts this stuff, and to the crew.
So you're related to all the Gonzalez's.
Yep. But also we got, an extended family out here, that help put stuff down. I got to give a shout out to the Bumpin' 80s crew with my man Frank White and Beto and the Monzo families and everybody else. Give a shout out to our good friend Monica, who's helping out with this big party on the Super DJ benefit. And also just a big shout out to Joe for making things happen at the pub, making dreams come true. For real.
Thank you.
Yeah, and to all those guys too.
Yeah, we got such a great support. I've Rich Era, Richter, Dave
Rich
Stebbins, Zaldi, and then all the employees, the bartenders, the security staff.
Make things so much fun.
Yeah, they got it. Everybody's working hard. I'm proud of all of them.
And I got to give out one more shout out. I just got a chance to direct another video. I do that stuff. And there is a new heater coming from Clayton William and John Hart, and from the Hella Loud project, and their new single is called Trippin', and the video drops next Friday. And
you sent me that, so I got a little preview of it.
Yeah. So it's pretty hot. It works in the clubs, and there's a lot of people involved to help putting that project together. And
I like it. I like that video a lot.
It is, and they're from the Bay, you know,
Yeah.
so they come in with a whole different sound. And Clayton is so talented.
Oh yeah, we had him on the show.
Yeah.
No, did
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah, he's doing big things out there.
Yeah.
I love that sound.
And
they have right now.
actually, I had a talk with Clayton when he was on the show, and I said, "Brother, if you're gonna make a move to LA, do it now." And guess what? He listened to me. And he's
Okay.
down there.
That's why. That's why. And he's hungry.
Oh yeah,
And so is John. John Hart is, you know, so it's a pleasure to meet them.
yeah,
So they get a chance they're putting me in their crew actually, just to help them with designing stuff and just, you know, talking about how to be humble in the music business, because I want them to win.
yeah. Of course.
You know, it's just like we want a lot of our friends to win, but I really want them to win and just take this challenge on and take it to the next level.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Clayton is really putting in the work.
Yeah,
Mhm.
DJ's out there, man. Just he's putting out those remixes, and you get those record pools. So play those record pools for Clay, man. This shit is dope.
Yeah, it
His
is.
sound is hot right now. I mean, every time we drop something, like Fill Up Your Cup or
With Miller.
yeah,
Yeah.
And, I mean, all his little remixes, just that sound they got going on right now is just hot. I mean, when you all the clubs, when you go to Vegas, you know, you just hear it. It's cracking.
Yeah, that's Clayton William for you.
Yeah, I mean, back in like 2003 when he went to his studio in his back of his house in San Jose. I mean, his little room, man. He was doing it big back then.
And he was in the sales department over at Wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he has a full project coming with John Hart.
Yeah.
It's called Hella Loud, and it is amazing to see what these two have come up with. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
They're pushing the envelope out for dance music.
Yeah, they're a great team.
Yeah, they
That's for
really
sure.
are.
And I'm working on John Hart to being on here on the Slam Show, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm hoping he's going to be on the benefit too. So we're going to see if we can bring him on that too.
There you go.
So maybe you can schedule him during that time frame.
Who knows? Who knows? Let's make it happen. So, and just to add on to your efforts, Alex, you're not living here in the Bay. You're going back and forth to SoCal and here.
Yeah.
How's that like? Because Highway 5 could get a little bit traveling time on
You
the
got a private
body.
jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, man?
Or do you have a teleporter of some sort?
You know, I do have a telephone. Here, I'll just show it to you. Let me just break it. No. The thing is, it's that drive is good for the soul. You know, I get a chance to listen to a lot of music, catch up with talking
So
to
it's
friends
very
and
therapeutic
family.
in a way.
To some extent, but
Yeah.
there's some times where like, oh man, it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But for the most part, you know, I come out here at least once a month to jam, and you know, we just make things happen. But you know, it can be done. It has to be done.
Yeah.
And because look,
So
look what we're putting together. You know what I mean? And luckily for me, I get a chance to also jam in L.A. now, a new spot called Bogies
Okay.
with DJ Sweet Pea, which you would absolutely love this spot, dude. It's 800 people strong, thick sound system, top of the line, bar service, everything. And those people, when the doors open at 9 o'clock, they're ready to dance.
Wow.
They just
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, you're already
That's
the dance
rare.
floor is coming exactly, and right when the doors open, they come in and it's on, and it's a beautiful venue. And big shout out to DJ Sweet Pea, who we're hopefully having come out here to the Bay Area to do a little set too to show what he can do. He has there's a whole history of DJs.
I like that name.
Yeah,
Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea. But you know, one thing about LA, man, I'm gonna tell you, those DJs out there, that's some badass.
I know.
Those are some badass motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
You do not play. So I've seen them all, and I'm just like, okay, back to the drawing board.
They up your game, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
LA DJs.
Yeah.
Right on. Moving on to DJ Stallion.
Yeah. What's up? I just want to shout out, our special guests, Joe and Alex. Thanks for coming out. You guys, cool kicking with you. Back in the day, Cameo and the Wild Battles, it was fun. But now we all together now. But yeah, man, and I was at the Church Ward, with Sam. I'm gonna come back again. It's a dope place, people, man. Go to the Church Ward if you wanna that movie theater. Like when you go to a movie and you see a club in the movies, that's what it feels like, because everything's like on point, and the crowd's into all the music. You can play whatever song you want, and the crowd will be responsive to it. Some clubs you play in the Bay, you play this song, people are like going up trying to holler at a chick. Or at the Church Ward, people are dancing. And that's what we like to see when people dance.
Yeah.
We don't want people standing on the floor, checking in on Facebook. Do that shit in the corner. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that's what it was. Everyone was dancing back in the day. Was he battling or in the cage, or they were just dancing? And then some places you go to now, man, people just stand there and they just take up like space. But at the church where people are dancing all night, even pimps were in there dancing too. It was dope. Sure, I saw a real pimp in there. And shout out to Sam and everyone listening. Our sponsors, Dickies. Thanks for the grub tonight. We still got some leftovers, so we're gonna, we'll pop up on the doors. We're gonna holler at some people walking by, invite them in, and yeah.
Right on, right on. You just slipped out cage. Remember that back in the day, cage dancers, where city nights they would have it. Wow. How things have evolved.
Can't get some cages over there.
Yeah, bring that back, Joe.
We have a couple boxes. We get some girls that can
they're
stand
not
up.
box cage. When you put them in the cage, like the guy would lock you in.
Remember
there,
that, Alex?
We might get a couple
remember
hangouts
those
in the ceiling.
Cages?
Like,
That's what they were called. They were called cage dancers. They weren't called
Yeah.
go-go dancers. They weren't called anything but cage dancers.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember I went out with one girl, and she's like, I want to dance in the cage. I said, you ain't getting up there. All this attention's going to be focused on you.
But at least in the cage,
She
you can't
would've-
get to. You already got the bars. You got the bars. You can't get grabbed on them. They stick their hand through the bar and shit.
Exactly. There you go. We got to bring it back, though, Joe. Cage dancing over at Church Ward Pub. Just one. Didn't have the little go-go stand.
With a chain there, you lock them and that's it.
We're going to have to talk to my sister. I don't know if she's going to go for that.
That's right, Lisa.
The boxes are dangerous. Slip and you fall off. In the cage, you slip, you hit your head on the bars, but you ain't going to fall off.
Safety precaution.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're all laying there and everybody's looking up at them.
Rubber bars, man. You can put rubber ones in there.
Oh, man. Just the old school memories.
Padded ones.
There you go. Okay, I'll go ahead and close out the shouts and plugs. I'd like to thank my co-host here, DJ Stallion, for coming through back onto the Slam Show. We had everything revamped and so forth, but glad to have you again. And hopefully you'll be back for more.
Yeah, I got a free ride. Shit.
He can't
Just
beat
kidding.
that. He doesn't want to bring out the Stang.
I park it right there. I'll park inside right here, man. Watch that shit the whole time.
Believe me, he will. That's for sure. I'd like to give a special shout out to our board operator, Rock Rage, that's behind the scenes.
Rock Rage!
Thank you very much, sir, for making sure everything is aimed right, camera-wise, audio-wise, and all that good stuff. Our special guest in the house, starting with Joe Candy, a.k.a. Joe Churchward. Thank you, sir, for
Thank
being
you very
able to
much.
come down and support the Slam Show. And I wish you the very best for the facility, for the club, and I also heard that you're going to go through some renovations in the near future that might serve it well. Am I letting the cat out the hat, or is it still?
No, I mean, it's still kind of like not
Lisa
a lot of
told
people
me
know.
this,
Yeah,
so.
but we got the lease on the second story of the building, and so we'll be adding.
All cages.
Yes, it's gonna completely all cages. They'll be hanging from the ceiling. The DJ booth will be hanging from the ceiling.
Upside down.
in a
We could
cage.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Oh,
a drummer
man.
on Motley
It'll
Crue.
be
Tommy
Lazy
Lee.
Boy upside down.
That might be
backwards.
something to do.
He'll be the one to do it too. So.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome when that all finally comes complete. So much props on that.
Yes.
And Joe, just continued success and looking forward to our partnership and making everything happen
Oh yeah, we're gonna rock it. 2016.
all the way.
There's gonna be some newer stuff coming too. We'll have to let that drop later too.
Oh yeah.
Some big parties.
Ooh,
Summertime.
Ooh.
Sick. Raves.
Did you
Get the glow sticks.
did Stallion just say rave? Wow.
We are in Oakland.
I think this is the time when
Home base. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, home base, man.
Oh man, the raves and glow sticks. Yep, you're already a step ahead with the glow sticks.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
recycle that. There you go. So moving on to our other guest, legend Alexander Mejia. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence here. And again, you were a big inspiration as far as the DJ production growing up and until now. Just the way you've cultivated everything here in the Bay Area. Without you, it wouldn't be where it's at.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you. The Bay's a bright place to do it at, So let's just keep growing and making it happen.
That's right.
You
And
know?
with your knowledge and being able to bring everyone together, without a doubt, it's going to continue to expand and become a hub for greatness as far as the DJ culture is concerned.
Yeah.
Right on. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors out there that make the Slam Show happen, from VW Oakland to Dickie's Barbecue out of Pleasant Hill, and everyone else. Go to tvepn.com for a list of our sponsors. And yeah, that does it for this episode. We're just going to go ahead and roll out. For myself and everyone here, we'll see you next time. Peace.